Hey guys, this is Jens from Saturation. We like to do these monthly updates where new features come out regularly. So something that we've been working on inside of Saturation is to try to mirror the workspace in the project. And we're really excited to bring contacts into the project. You've been able to before put contacts inside of your budget and see them against your line items. Now you're able to see all of the project's contacts right in one place. What's cool about this is it still gives you the same kind of access controls that you expect from Saturation, but it allows all of your admins inside of the project to see the contacts that belong to that project. Here you can kind of see a handful. I have 6 contractors in my space here. And as you go, what's cool about this is you can use this for multiple things. You might need to make call sheets. You might be making crew lists or whatever it might be. And it's an easy way to kind of capture all that information in one place. Also, with that, Contacts has gotten some really cool updates. We have some new fields here to choose from. So if I open up my contact here, we now have also the ability to choose what fields you want in a contact card. So if there's certain ones that don't pertain to the project, you can remove it. And so you can see here, I've got a handful of these inside of my table, and then also I can sync that with the contact card here. If I remove that, then I can actually choose very specific contacts columns here. And the ones that I want to show you today are, we've introduced 2 new fields here to allow for more information about the contact. One is an Instagram field where you can put in a person's Instagram account. This actually will link to whatever their Instagram URL is. As well as an IMDb field. And you can actually just link these right to your IMDb profile. Easier ways for social settings inside of Saturation. You can easily export these, filter these. One of the cool things also about the Instagram field specifically is that regardless of if you put just the handle with just the text itself, or if you put the @ in front of it, it'll actually just self-identify the URL and link right to it. So you'll be able to just click on this and it'll take you right to the Instagram page. We got a lot of feedback around actuals, and one of the more powerful things inside of actuals is the ability to do split actuals. And this gives you the ability to keep everything under one line and break out the line items to that specific actual. And some people are probably just randomly putting it all separated out into the actuals itself. So we provided a solution to make this easier. So let's just say all of these PA related line items should be grouped together as one invoice or receipt or whatever it might be. You can actually just highlight all of the line items and you can group the actuals. So if I click group, it'll actually just automatically make a sub actual type and put everything all in one. And now if I go back here, you can see here, now it's just all totaled up into the one actual. It saves a lot of time for the person that might be just going manually entering everything in. Another addition that we made inside of Saturation in the budget space is for you to be able to filter actuals by dates. This is handy if you're trying to understand cash flow or maybe how much something costs within a certain period of time. And so now if you go into actuals here, we actually have a menu item here for set date range. And so let's just say I want to see the last quarter of charges. So I can just do a date range here. And now all of my actuals here are dynamically changing to update for this date range. So you can easily see how much you spent within a certain time period. Our tip of the month in July is our variance phase here. So what's cool about variance is it obviously shows you the delta between different phases. You can actually change the display value and how you can customize this. Right now I have this set to a graphical approach, but if I just want to see the numbers, I can just update the numbers here. Or if I want to see them based on percentages, you can kind of update that. And you can also choose which 2 phases that you want to compare against here with variances. So there's different ways that you can approach it. I personally like the graphical way, and you can actually highlight and hover over it to see some of that detail as well. So one of the other improvements that we've made inside of Saturation is actually redoing some of the tabling inside of Saturation. So we've been spending a lot of time to get this right. You're probably noticing that columns look a little different now, where you can actually see an active filter on your table here. And so with that, we've added 3 new sections here that allow you to sort, filter, and show hide columns. We've had show hide columns in the past, but we've drastically improved it. As you can see here, it already has an active state, so it's really clear what is happening with your table. And if I click on this, we also now have the ability to move columns, show hide, and lock and unlock any column. Previously, you could do this on certain tables or not. We've unified the whole experience to allow you to do this on any table inside of saturation. So now you can move things around. If you want the date column to be before amount, you can move that around. You can also, again, hide certain things. If I don't want, the project to be shown or anything like that, I can easily hide that. So it's just really quick, easy ways to deal with columns. The next button here is our multi-filter button. Previously, you were able to search for things, but it only searched for specific columns. Now you can actually filter in every single column. So let's just say here, I want to find all my Uber charges over a certain amount. So I can go here and I can actually search for the description contains Uber. And you can see here that it's found 4 charges here. I can further filter this if I want the amount to be greater than, let's just say $6. And you can see here that it's now done that in the filter. This filter is an active filter, as you can see here. And so it'll keep filtering it if you want this view to persist. And you can also export this as a CSV to generate reports. And the third option here we have is for sorting. So you can actually sort by all the different columns as well. So let's just say I want my mount to sort in an ascending form. I can also do descending as well. But what's cool about this too is you can actually multi-sort the same way that we did multi-filter. And so if I want to sort first by amount and then by date, I could do that and it'll actually correctly position all of this into a sort order. So the combination of all 3 is where it gets really powerful, and you can customize your tables however you want for your workspace or for your projects. And again, you can also export them as reports for people that might be outside of saturation as well. That's some of the improvements inside of tables. Saturation is the next-gen budgeting tool that streamlines payments and actualization in real time.